We are now live. Okay, so Instagram is up and running. Facebook's up too. Okay, we have our whole crew, Chase Lynch, and we have actually the glue of our Siggy team,
the backbone,
Miss Monty Monet. Monet, you want to say a few words to the people watching?
Hello.
Good start.
Thank you for being with us.
Good. Mama T, she's already commenting. She is I think she's the MVP of the student interactive piece so far. She's here every single show, commenting and interacting, which is our goal, honestly, is to have students interacting with us. We talk too much as it is. I think we all, at least for me, that's fair. I'll own that. But we have Monet here because she is really the glue of the entire Siggy team. I will admit that.
She's like the babysitter.
She is. Yeah.
She keeps us in line.
Charlotte is the mom. Monet is the babysitter, and we are
we're the elementary school
the obnoxious children that they're like, who wants to watch them now? Y'all just take turns, I guess. So, good to see you all. What I want to do tonight is it's going to be a kind of a somber opening, and then we'll kind of pick it up. But no, so I think some probably have already heard through the grapevine, because that's how these things work. But the unfortunate truth is that camp this summer in Glorieta it's just not going to work out this year. And I think at least I'll talk for myself. I think we are all hoping that wouldn't be the case, but I think deep down we were kind of thinking that would probably be what's going to end up happening. And as of this morning, it's official. Glorieta they weren't able to have camp this summer, just from a staffing standpoint, and with all the stuff going on with the virus and just the restrictions that come from that. So the sad reality is camp will not be happening this year at Glorieta, but we're phrasing it that way on purpose. Camp will not be happening at Glorieta, but camp is still happening.
Camp is for sure happening.
Camp is still happening, and we acknowledge that this will look a little different than most years. We're not going to be in New Mexico like we normally are, and it won't be like for an entire week. Here's our thought behind what's going to happen now is we're going to take what happens in that week of camp and try our best to stretch it out the entire summer. We'll have the same teaching curriculum that we're going to do like with camp. It'll be the same content, same curriculum, and then we'll have a lot of the same type activities just throughout the summer, like June, July, August type thing. Now, with that being said, we're just going to keep praying that this will blow over at some point and we'll have all the restrictions lifted, and we can actually start meeting in person again, hopefully sooner rather than later. But just so that y'all all know, as a staff, we've been thinking through different options on if we meet in person, we'll be doing these things. If it's still a virtual setting, we'll do these things, and some we can probably do both. So just know that we're thinking through really all scenarios with it being so up in the air right now. We're just not sure what's going to happen the next few months, but that's kind of the plan. And so what I want to do, I'll stop talking soon. What I want to do is, if you are watching this right now and you have any questions or just some honest frustrations, whatever you're feeling in your heart right now, just let us know. We want to try to answer some questions you may have. We want to try to, as best we can, just ease some pain that might come from that announcement. But just first impressions, what are y'all's thoughts on just what this summer might bring, and kind of where are you in your heart of hearts? What are you thinking? Monet, you go first. Ladies first, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you be quiet.
For me, honestly, initially it was really devastating. I thought of you guys, the students out there, especially our seniors. I know it feels like this is like the one thing after another, and this is like the last thing coming of camp, and that was something that I know some people were holding out on. But in following God, we praise him through all things. We praise him through the good and the bad, and we trust that he has a plan. And I've told people this several times today, but this didn't catch God by surprise. This was he is above all of this, and he has a plan through it all. And as Kaylee Boyd said earlier, I can't wait to see the good that is going to come out of God's plan and having us have camp here.
That was so good, by the way. Really, we've heard from JC, we've heard from Kaylee, we've heard from Alyssa, we heard from Maddie Rhodes this morning. Who am I forgetting? I think there's been like
there's a lot of people.
They've all been just so good. Awesome. And it's really, I made this joke. I was actually talking to Chelsea. We were all talking to Chelsea and Kaylee earlier. You know, none of us here are parents, but it's like reading what our students are saying, whether they're seniors or even down to sixth grade. You know, they're just having their perspective and just their thoughts on all this has just been like super. Like I've just been so proud to just read what they're learning, kind of where they're at, and it's been really cool. And I think what you were saying is so true. It's kind of a bummer. We didn't really want this. We didn't really hope this would happen, but I think we've seen this even through Job, that God can use these trials and these unfortunate things for his ultimate good and for our ultimate good as well. And so just really cool perspective. Bretta, how's your heart these days? Where are you at?
It's good. This is sad because this would have been my, let me do some math real quick, like 13th year going to camp.
Whew.
From 13th. So ever since I was 12, I mean, Siggy camp, and kids camp with that, but it's a bummer. I think it's easy for us to be like, man, this decision was easy, but we hope that elders and leadership really prayed over this, and they felt like this is the wisest move. And let it be known and heard here first, if we're able to gather in come summertime, I think Siggy Summer is going to rip off.
Oh, it is.
It's going to be great.
It's going to rip hard. And again, it all kind of hinges on, are we able to meet in person? That is obviously the hope that we are all hoping happens, is meeting in person. Because I think I'm learning, just as an extrovert, even the small things. I can't give people handshakes and high fives. I'm like, I know. Sorry, I can't. I forgot.
And it's
Roni,
like you want to hang out in the salad and cereal bar line at camp, and you miss it, and you're like, man, I don't get to do that this year. But
that's what you're gonna miss, is the salad bar. I mean, it's a pretty bomb salad. I'll give you that.
We're gonna miss all of you guys, but it's the little moments. About
it is.
Camp,
it is, and so. But again, if this blows over in time and we're able to meet in person, it's going to be really cool. Because I think one thing that there's been this tension, and Monet, you were a leader last year, so you probably saw this from the other side of just Siggy. But it's like we have camp, and then camp is, as we all know, camp is fun, camp is awesome, camp is big. But then it's like we get back, and it's like, all right, I'll see y'all next year, and like they all kind of peace out. And we've always been thinking, like, what can summer look like? I mean, it's always been this like tension of, do we try to have like this really big summer, or is it going to be like, hey, let's just chill and kind of, whatever, and relax. But I think now we're going to try. It's a pretty cool chance, again, if we're able to meet in person, to see what it looks like to have camp just throughout the year, throughout the summer, and just have like different, big events, and then just like regular free time things, and big events and free time things. And it might be a cool thing. And we're hoping, and again, it's just, we're kind of playing this by ear. But so Elizabeth, our awesome producer, if you see any questions come through, can you kind of tell us what they're asking, what they're thinking, and we'll try to address it.
On Instagram, you can use the little questions thing on the feed, and then we can select those. I think there's already one on there that I see. So you got it. What you got?
We do have one. Someone asked, will Blake come to Midland?
Ooh, Blake from Nashville. So I actually have the inside scoop on that. I have been talking, and you have too. We have this group text of me, Lynch, and the homie Blake from Nashville. And Blake and I and Lynch have been in constant contact. And rumor has it that Blake will be making an appearance somehow, some way. We don't know what it looks like yet, but
let's put it this way.
Here we go.
There's this thing going on in my life. on July 10th.
Yeah. Big
And
thing.
Blake is getting a save the date. So Blake will be in this neck of the woods. Fingers crossed. you
And I
know?
mean, it's in
And-
Austin, right? The wedding?
Yeah, and then he'll just come to Midland before and then
Or
we all
after,
get to see
or
him.
both.
Or he never leaves, he just stays.
I'm cool with that.
And we just set him up shop in the Siggy building and he lives here.
Mm-hmm.
And every Wednesday you show up and he's like in his pajama pants reading the paper and you're like, "Man, Blake is here once again."
But I also want to acknowledge, I think this happens because we had the reputation of just kind of being like the how do I say this nicely? The lovable
Slackers.
nincompoops, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. So I think because of that, we get linked with like, oh, that's like the funny crowd. But I will tell you, this lady right here,
The backbone.
Monet,
Yes.
she is fun. She is funny, and I think there's some big plans for her with like the celebration crew as well.
It's a
So,
process.
Monet, any thoughts on that?
I will do it for the students.
For
I
the
will
glory
be-
of God.
For the glory of
There
God.
you go.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Outstanding. Outstanding. So I think we'll have Blake here at some point. Again, like Lynch said, he's getting married in July.
Yep.
And actually, I think his fiance is watching. I think I
She
saw her
is. Yeah,
sign
she
on.
totally
So
is.
if Rachel's watching, hello, Rachel. Say hi to your fiance. I mean,
Hey, Rachel. I hope you had a great day. I hope you accomplished everything you needed to accomplish.
good.
I miss you.
Good.
I'll see you soon.
What a sweet
Oh.
moment.
Man, I'm like,
cue some music up.
I know we need, that's our next step is having like sound effects and music. I think we need that. Like we're still learning how to do this whole podcast
we're
thing,
rookies.
but when we figure that out, it's going to be next level.
Oh,
Just so
absolutely.
you know. So I hope that's a long way of saying Blake will be here at some point. I know we talk way too much. It was a very simple question and that became 5 minutes. That's how it is with this team though. I think Monet is learning that in our staff meetings,
Yep.
simple things take like half an hour to get figured out because we just talk in circles, and so sorry.
One question I see, the homie Race asks, is there any chance we will go to camp at all, or is it just overall canceled?
You want to hit that one?
Man, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Camp is not happening at Glorietta.
Bingo.
And so the best way to put that is camp is still happening.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be stretched out over the period of the summer.
Mm-hmm.
So camp is really happening hopefully May-ish, end of May through beginning of August.
Yeah.
You don't have to pack, right? Because most of you guys forget your underwear and your toothbrush anyways.
Guilty.
So this is a blessing in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
You go all summer. We do great stuff. We don't have the bus ride. Camp is happening. Be on the lookout for more details. We're just not going anywhere outside of Midland for camp.
Right.
If that's-
So again, we both tend to we talk a lot. So we're purposely saying it like this: camp is not canceled.
Mhm.
Camp is happening here in Midland all summer long. Okay, so it's not gonna be like your typical 1 week in Glorietta. It'll be from end of May to beginning mid-August, and we'll have like all the same teaching curriculum. And by that, here's what I mean. We kind of talked, like, we thought, okay, so Sunday night's the first night. We have, like, the Sunday night message. That's the first week of Siggy. And then the following Monday morning, we always have that Monday morning teaching time.
Yep.
And it's usually more apologetics-based, and then, kind of recapping the night before's message. So that'll happen the following Wednesday. And then the next Wednesday is going to be, Monday night's teaching. So you kind of see how we're like progressing it. It'll be all the exact same content. It's just stretched throughout the entire summer. And I think that's kind of the game plan. And what did JC say?
She wants to know if y'all can still take her phone.
Yes, we will. Actually, probably not.
No.
That's a joke. But
get it soon.
if you're on your phone during teaching,
Yeah, we'll
we
take it.
probably will.
Yeah.
But otherwise, no. I think that's fair.
We could have an honor system where
Yeah,
I'll put my
Scouts
phone
honor.
in.
Yeah,
too.
like God's watching you. So this is a house of God. So get off your phone.
So
Yeah, we can
tell
do
me,
that.
Tell me this. Did you hear that whistle?
It's like alien invasion.
Man, the Lord is present. No, in all seriousness, what is y'all's favorite part about camp?
Oh gosh, it's worship. has to be,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
It didn't have to be, I guess, but that's for me at least.
For me, being from Oregon, it honestly is being in the mountains and the sunrise and sunsets and like the stars at night.
Good.
Or big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas.
Well, New Mexico, but
She's like, please stop talking to me.
Yeah. That's
No,
good.
that's cool. It is nice to be in the mountains, and Midland's kind of boring and flat.
Yep.
But what about you?
I'd say worship.
Yep.
And then this is super corny, but I love the that feeling you get Sunday or Monday where you're like going to sleep and you're like, man, I've still got 4 days of this.
Mm-hmm.
Where it feels still long, and then obviously Thursday comes around and you're sad. But love that. Love worship. I love the new songs they always do. No pun intended for new song.
I
you
got
know?
this new song.
We'll,
We'll let Tyler sing it
Yeah.
for us, not us. But
but,
no, that's
I love
good.
being around everybody.
I do too. And
So-
that's what I miss the most about all this is just seeing those faces in person.
Someone said small groups.
Yeah.
Yep.
They want
Brooke.
to know if anything will happen on the weekends for
Yes.
Siggy Camp summer.
Yes, absolutely.
Monet, do you want to address that one?
yes. So Sundays, just like at camp where we have like our tournament style type of things. So on Sundays here in Midland, we are going to every other weekend have a tournament open gym type of time for everyone. And then we will also have some big events coming up. I don't know if we want to share quite yet.
Probably not yet, because again, a lot of it kind of has to do with if we can meet in person or not. But good way of answering the question. Oh my gosh, did y'all see that?
Man.
The light was like flickering. I feel like we're being attacked by aliens. So what we're gonna be doing on the weekends is have like every other week, it'll be like a big event type of thing, and then in between those weeks will be like a kind of a low key, like we're gonna call it free time type of thing. So like free time tournaments, maybe a Fortnite tournament. I don't know, like
Emphasis on the big when he says big events.
yeah, no, like we're gonna go big, or go home, and I guess home
We're
would
not.
be
Yeah, we're home,
like
so we have
close.
to go big.
yeah, home is like down the street, and
We're
so
backed in a corner.
exactly. So again, so that's the Sunday game plan for like the weekends, and then Wednesday we'll have all the grades together from 6th grade to seniors. And that'll be like our teaching night. So kind of like right now, we're having like Wednesday is our teaching night, and then Tuesday is like the Chase and Shay show, and then Monday is like the Motivation Monday. We have like our designated teaching night will be on Wednesday, but then we'll have other things on the weekend, like the big events, the free time tournaments, that sort of thing. So
they want to know, camp isn't canceled, but what about the people who live outside of Midland, Odessa?
Great question.
yeah, that's a good question. You want me to talk about it?
You go
I
for
think I've
it.
been talking a lot. I do that a lot.
So, man, as much as obviously we want to say camp is going to be elsewhere, I think right now, just for the safety aspect, camp is going to be centrally in Midland, Odessa this summer. But we will make sure we get dates for those big events. That way, if you want to come for the weekend, come hang out, text your small group leader, get hooked up with your small group.
Yeah.
We still want you to come, but we don't know what that looks like yet, just with CDC restrictions, all that kind of stuff. It's still really, really fluid right now. But we will get you a question as soon as we have an answer.
Yeah, and then also I'll say this, there's a few of the events that we're kind of planning, like the big events, that we're trying to think through, okay, can we do these big events in person and also virtually? So there are a few that we can probably do either or. And so if you are living like in Snyder, or I think a few live in like Marathon, like just in the area, but you're like not in Odessa, Midland, you can either drive in person, which I think is like the ideal, but I guess, travel can be hard. Or if it's like the virtual aspect, tune in virtually, we can do things like that as well. So I acknowledge that could be a challenge if you're not living in the Permian Basin. But, we of course encourage you to come in to the area, and if not, tune in online and enjoy it virtually as well.
So 2 questions.
Okay.
1, are we still getting camp T-shirts?
Ooh,
I think we are.
I would think so.
Honestly, I don't know. I can find that out though. Who asked that? Do you know? Okay. we can let's table that for now because I want to say yes, but I don't want to make any empty promises. But I think we kind of should. I mean, every year we have a shirt,
agree.
you know. But that's a good question, and so we will find that out and get back to you ASAP.
Ooh, that bottom left's a good one. Do you
Yeah,
think so?
and Ashley asked, "Is there a summer camp theme this year?"
We can announce that. I mean, because that was the Camp Live plan, right?
You're
Monet,
the boss, dude.
do you want to kind of touch on that?
Sure. It's on clarity.
It is.
Good.
And I'm really excited about our teachings throughout the summer. I don't know. Am I allowed to reveal that yet? I guess maybe I'll wait.
I mean, yeah. Let's hold off on that
But
for
the
now.
theme this year is clarity.
Yeah.
2020, no better clarity than
Yeah, you can see
2020.
clearly now that the rain is gone.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
but the
great.
Roni is here, so it's like, you know,
For now.
For now. But yeah, so the theme is clarity, and again, it's like a 2020 kind of spin off. But I will say this, Monet, because I think we can say like kind of the overarching. It's really God's big story and how you fit within that, like and like the role you play within God's big stories. So seeing your role clearly within the big picture, clarity. That's the idea. So it's almost like I feel like it's like a movie preview, like clarity, seeing God's big story and how you fit within that.
That was really
You know what I'm
good,
talking?
dude. I blinked for a second and I thought I was
It's
watching
like
a
you're
movie
in
commercial.
synergy.
Wow,
you know?
man.
Yeah. Sorry.
You,
Anyway.
you miss going to the movies.
I
after that,
do.
but
I haven't seen a movie since The Joker, and that was like September, I think.
that was like 2006.
And that was well, no.
felt like it.
It was
wasn't.
also 08, brother.
you're
And
right.
I will say, this is a tangent, but here we go. You know, best Joker. Which one was it?
Heath Ledger.
It has to be, right? Heath Ledger. Duh. Monet, thoughts?
I have not seen it.
Oh, man.
I don't do scary things.
That's fair.
I just
That's
can't.
fair.
You know, whenever I was in junior high, we had this bully, and his nickname was the Joker.
Man.
And so when you say that, it gives me flashbacks of fearing for my life.
What, did you stand up to him like Batman?
No, I was too scared.
Brother, I would have helped you if I was there, you know, but I was in college, so.
I was in college. And whatever.
Cassie says Batman is scary. Well, the Joker could be. I mean, the Joker's scary.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He is very scary.
I will say the Joaquin Phoenix Joker was kind of scary. He was pretty dark.
Yeah.
You know, I think Heath Ledger, this is going to sound really bad, but it's like Heath Ledger, he was like more into like blowing up buildings, which is clearly not good. You know, like that's evil. But like Joaquin Phoenix was like personal.
That's good.
Like he'd like seek you out to like individually, you know, like Joe Exotic and Carol Baskin kind of
Yeah.
thing. You know, it was bad. It was bad. So anyway,
what other
I
questions
digress.
of camp? What's your favorite part about camp? What are you going to miss the most?
We have
and
one
what do you
from-
want to see this summer? You
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
Yeah.
What, if you could have anything happen this summer,
ooh,
what would it be?
good question, brother. Go ahead, Elizabeth.
We have
I
one
don't
from
have Corona.
Facebook from
'Kay.
Chaston. She wants to know if we're still socially distancing,
Mm-hmm.
what's going to happen then?
So if we are still socially distancing,
Yes,
okay,
this summer.
yeah. So that kind of goes back to we have two game plans. One game plan is if we can meet in person, here's a game plan.
Yep.
Plan B is if we're still social distancing, here's the options. And again, some of those kind of go together. Like the virtual thing could also be in person and vice versa. But we will have different, you know, I guess, options based on if we're able to meet or if we're not. So that's kind of like my way of saying we don't have details just yet, but we are thinking through all scenarios of if the CDC says you can meet CD, like what years is like 2003?
Compact disc.
Yeah. If the CDC says you can meet, then we'll have like, hey, here's our plan A in-person options. If they are saying, you know what, it's still not safe yet, we'll have like our plan B virtual options. And then it might even be like, hey, we can meet in July. We might do a little bit of both, like virtual in June, in-person in July, whatever that looks like. So we have different options. So
Someone says they would love to see a huge worship night. You
Agreed.
better believe
agreed.
one of the first events that's going to happen when
Yeah.
we are gathering the saints is a worship night. It's gonna be great.
Remember that year we had the rave and the cops got called?
Good time.
I want to bring that back. I want the cops to
that
come to
energy.
church and we can preach the gospel to them
And
when they get
shut
here.
it down.
And shut it down.
I want to be on the Midland Reporter Telegram and the Odessa American for an absolute riot once this gets back.
For God's glory, of course, you know. Annie Perales says, can the seniors take 2 Siggy nights and pray for each grade if we are allowed to meet?
That'll
I
make you
will
cry.
never say no to that.
That'll make you tear up.
Ever say no to that.
Oh.
And you know what? Let me just say, and then you can talk about like the girls' angle from like what you've been talking to the girl students. The seniors have just been incredible with all this. So we've kind of been making some phone calls to seniors just to kind of see how they're doing with camp not being in Glorietta this year, and that can be a bummer. And just hearing their perspective on, you know what, yeah, this is not ideal, but God's still on the throne, and it's just been really, really eye-opening. So I know you've had some girls kind of share with you, like what have you been hearing and learning from them?
Well, I mean, honestly, there's been so much, even from the 6th graders up to the seniors. Of just the seniors really being hit hard this year. It feels like one thing after another, kind of like Job.
Yeah.
And they are still worshiping the Lord. They're still finding the good in it. They're still trusting him. They're still in God's word and seeing how God is moving and speaking in their lives. It's just incredible to me. I mean, I hope you guys know, whether you're in 6th grade or you're a senior, like, you guys speak so much life and wisdom into people that are older than you. Just this morning, I was actually reading all the different posts that students have been making on social media over like the past week or so to my husband, and he was just like floored. Like, he wanted to hear one after the other.
Yeah.
But just keep going. And one thing I told the senior girls, and this goes for any student or even leader or parent, but it's okay to be sad. It's okay to mourn the loss of camp and your school time and time with your friends. Allow yourself that time, because you can still trust God and be sad at the same time. That's completely okay. And a student actually even told me that earlier today, a senior student.
That's
which I
good.
love.
That's good. So, and just, you know, seeing Annie ask that question, can I pray for other grades? Like, absolutely, always. So just really cool perspective, really cool, like keeping first things first. I think it's just been really fun to see. So, cool.
That's good. What other questions we got?
It's not a question, but JC said, dudes, another silent disco?
Ooh, that did rip last year.
That was really fun.
And honestly, the middle school, you probably didn't get it, did you? Because it rained that night.
No, and I was like the biggest bummer ever. We felt so cheated.
I know. Yeah. And I'm like, I know, I did that to y'all. That's my fault. And so I'm like, yeah, so that's kind of, so let me just kind of clear the air just for my job security. For my job security. So it rained that night, and I can't control the rain. And then we had a thought of, let's just go into Moody and have it inside. But then the high school teaching, it didn't go long, because I'm not going to put Dustin on blast, because he's my boss still, and he could fire me. So, but, you know, they had this really cool moment where they're like, you know, having people go up and like pray with them. And we're like, how lame would it be if we said, hey, you can't pray anymore, we got to have a silent disco? So we made the call to not have it that night, and then we couldn't have it in the other nights as well. So that being said, I think we are due for another silent disco, because that was fun. I had a good time with that. Yeah,
It's terrific.
and so, and I think even like you and I, like, we felt like DJs,
That was the moment.
but we just clicked play, and like that was all we did. But we were like fake, like, you know.
Yeah, and then it's like, do you play Taylor Swift?
What do you
Justin
call,
Bieber
like,
next?
you know, like, what do you call, like, if you like, you know what I mean?
It's mixing.
Yeah, DJ Sir Mix-a-Lot. That was us, but we mixed nothing. But
you
you
live
thought
for.
we did, because we fooled you.
You live for those moments.
You're welcome. Yeah. So.
It's great.
I did see someone say, what team are you repping?
Ooh.
And I would say Team Jesus.
Nice.
All right, turn it
Jesus
off.
juke, but nice.
We're done here.
So let me ask you an honest question, because you were a leader of the pink team
Yes, I
for
was.
at least, was it 1 year or 2 years?
2 years.
2 years. So, honest question, and this is a safe place. Do you feel like a sense of loyalty to the pink team, even like being on staff?
Maybe a sense
It's
of
okay
place.
if you do.
If I'm being honest, yes, in a way, because I still meet with, shout out to my discipleship group, but we still meet, and
Good.
so I still have loyalty to them. But I do have to say, in getting to know all the students from all different grades, I've seen the beauty of all the different colors of the rainbow. So, but it is hard. I do love pink. Pink has a special place in my heart.
That was, okay, full disclosure. I've been binge watching this show on Netflix called The Designated Survivor. Okay, and it's all about it's about this presidential whatever, and you would be like the perfect fit for like the president press secretary that like has all the questions that like get asked and like you answer it.
I've never heard that before. Has anyone ever told you that?
Because that was a flawless answer. I asked you a tough question. And I was like, "Hey, be honest. Do you show favoritism to other grades?" Like, and then you're like, yeah, you use the Jesus juke, but then you also like you roped in like it was flawless. So I hope that you enjoy being on this team because I want you to stay here for like forever. But if you have like other goals, just know you could be a press secretary one day.
That's always been my
That
dream.
was like solid. That was solid.
I will root for any team except for yellow.
Why?
Whoa!
Whoa!
Hear me out.
Shots fired, dude.
Lean in with me on this. Here you
Okay.
go. Camp last year, there was a few calls of some,
They went hard last year.
for lack of a better words, some butt heads.
Savagery.
on the
Savagery.
yellow
Yeah.
boys. And we got a firsthand tour of their cabin and their bathrooms. And I've never wanted to wash my hands more in my entire life than being done with that. And I didn't touch anything. And it was like,
Good.
it's just everything that could have gone wrong went wrong in that bathroom. And it was at the hands and feet of those little yellow rascals. And I was appalled. And like, I can handle some stuff, you know what I mean? But
Man.
there was a rock, a giant stone
In the shower.
in the shower,
Yes,
in the
dude.
toilet. It was miserable.
Yeah.
It smelled like two skunks fought each other and then just crawled back down. It was the worst I've ever and it's just no.
So Monet was like Miss Professional, like president, secretary, like answer person. And you go from like that to like just savagery. So I'm in the middle here with my answer. I don't think I have one, honestly. It's like, I have 3 brothers. And so I always ask, hey, Mom, who do you love the most? And what do you think she said?
I love you all.
The same. And I'm like, no, you don't. I know you don't, but she
either-
always says that. So I'm going to say that to y'all because I feel like now I'm like on the other side of, I'm older. I'm not more mature, but I'm older. There's a difference there. And
But
I'm going to say I love you all the same.
It's funny you say that because that's not what your dad told me.
About he loves me the least.
I was in the office today
Uh-oh.
and ran into your dad. And obviously, Chase has 3 brothers, right?
Yep.
They're all home for Easter.
Yep.
And their mom is the only woman in the house.
She's a
minus
saint.
Chase's dog.
My dog, yeah,
Yeah,
she's a
you
girl.
get it. But I said, hey, Larry, how's having the boys home? Looks me dead in the eyes and says, I'm ready to kill them all. So that's where I get a little tripped up.
We have a
as
very
by
loving family at the
your
Gilbert
answer versus what your
household.
dad told me.
Yeah, no. Dad is like, I am so tired of y'all. Mom is like, it's like a mixture of all my boys are home, but then also like, all my boys are like
my boys
so
are home.
annoying
Yes.
and like, yeah, please go somewhere, but we can't go anywhere, And so, yeah, it's good news, bad news. So I'm gonna say I love you all the same, but I'm gonna also give a shout out to the seniors. Because it's our last year, and it's different this year. So I'm gonna be on Team Orange. I should like get like I did have my hair dyed last year for like a day.
Who did it?
Blake from Nashville, and you did actually most of it. It was Blake's idea. You did it. I can actually get my hair dyed again, like Donald Trump,
Orange.
and get an orange spray tan
Sounds
and
great.
rep Team Orange.
Someone hearted that, by the way.
I think it's God's will. Then is that fair? All right. So Monet is like, I love Team Pink, but I love them all because they all bring different things that have like spoken to your life, and that's a great answer. Yeah. You just hate Team Yellow. And I love all my people the same, but there's a special place for Team Orange this year because they're seniors.
That's a cop-out.
No, it's not. I went last.
Or whatever.
You could have said that.
Who is paying you?
Brother, I wish I had people paying me. I got bills to pay. You know, it's all good.
Well, if you're just now tuning in, we had a couple new people hop in. We bring you bad news, but good news.
You want to say it this time? I said it last time.
Sweet angels.
Good start.
Sweet, sweet jewels of Jesus himself.
Yep.
We unfortunately will not be making the trek west this year for Siggy Camp. Moment of silence. Just write it out.
It's getting somber. Okay, that's good.
That's good.
I don't like silence.
No camp at Glorietta, but hang with us. We're going to make it up to you, and we are going to stretch in the best way possible camp throughout the summer.
Yep.
May to August. We're going to just absolutely blow it up. It's going to be great.
Like legally, not like going to jail.
To the glory of God. You bet. Yeah, you get it.
Yep.
And it's going to be great. Someone says we should do blacklight dodgeball.
I agree. Who said that?
We talked about it. It may happen.
Do you know who said that? Is it Davian?
Yes.
Davian.
You are a smart dude.
Ella, what's going on?
We did the blacklight dodgeball.
People loved it.
For the I'm drawing a blank. Super Bowl. Yes. And it was a huge, like, people were like doing that and not actually watching the game. And I was like, what are we doing? But it was a huge hit. So we could definitely do that again.
Senior Nerf War lock-in at the church. Man,
I don't see why not. I mean, I'm not going to make any promises, but I don't see why not.
Once the Roni's over,
yeah,
everything's on
why not,
dude?
Yeah, totally.
What else? What else do we got? What else would you like to see done this summer, Siggy?
Any requests? Any questions? Questions for Monet? I want to know: will you ever come back again, or have we scared you off?
I think I would come back.
Whenever you ask a question like that, and the first word is
yeah,
that's not a good start. It's like we blew it. So okay.
So just give Monet the props she deserves.
She does deserve
You're
props.
going to want to tune in tomorrow night, 7:00.
Yes.
Monet is continuing week 3 of Job, and she just breaks it off. You know, I got resaved listening to her message.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. But man, it was great. You're going to want to listen in. You can do that 7 p.m. Tune into Facebook. Tune into Instagram. YouTube. You can watch with friends. You can send your link. Hop in a small group afterward. Just join us for worship after that. And it's like we're just hanging out together. You know, it's like we never stopped hanging out together. And you don't want to miss it. She does a great job.
She does.
Thanks, guys.
You need to look, if you're watching this, you need to give Monet some love.
Yep.
You know, I'm telling you, she has to deal with us.
I was going to say, not just like props for her message that will happen tomorrow, but like from a day-to-day, Monday through Friday type of thing. Like she endures like the behind the scenes.
Look at that.
Chasing.
Look at those
There's a lot of hearts, and you deserve all of those hearts.
Do that one more time. Let's see some more hearts. Let's see it.
All the behind the scenes things that Monet has to endure every single day. Like we are obnoxious on air. Imagine this like behind the scenes. It's rough. And she's a saint. Like my mother. You and my mom are like the biggest saints in my life, I think. And that's fair. That's fair. And my dog. I love Paisley too.
Look at that.
Yeah. That's all for you, Monet. That's not for us. That's right.
For Zemonti.
That's right.
I do have to say though, in all the jobs that I've had, you guys make it a lot of fun. There's a lot of moments where I'm like, how is this even possible that we're having this conversation? You guys are doing whatever you're doing.
But with God, all things are possible, Monet. So there it is.
I give Dustin a lot of looks because he brought me onto the city team of like, why?
He deceived you. He's like, you'll love it, I promise. Sounds great. And now my life is like ruined forever. So.
If you don't know, Monet, if you will, Mrs. Brawley used to be on our kids team. And this time last year, we were sitting at the ballpark.
At the Rockhounds game.
With Dustin Pierce. Because Dustin had the brilliant idea to let us do a meeting watching a day baseball game.
And it was on dollar hot dog night. And I had like 5.
So we're
like Shocker, I know.
We're behind
yeah.
the dugout, munching on some hot dogs.
We had some bomb seats, dude.
And Dustin's like, man, we're missing one piece. And I had that moment where I was like, Monet. And we all looked at each other, and it was like, oh.
It was like,
Monet.
you know, like in the movies, like where it's like a light bulb, like beam of lights, like, duh! That's what it was. I was like, Monet. That's perfect, you know? And then we pitched the idea, and then you prayed it through, you know? And then she said yes. And I was like, at that point, Siggy just like kind of just trended upwards.
Yeah.
Ever since then. So
Thank you guys.
it's been good.
All from $1 hot dog day at the Rock
I'm
House.
telling you, $1 hot dog night, God will speak to you.
Exactly.
In
more,
those
in more
seats.
ways than one.
Yeah.
You're getting
Yeah.
spoken to. And it's going down. $1 hot dog night.
Yeah.
You know, when you have a big life decision and you're just like, man, I need to just get away. I need some clarity, clear my brain. Go to $1 hot
I'm
dog
telling
night.
you. And call
at
me.
the
I'll
Rock
go with
House.
you. Like, hey, let's eat some hot dogs together.
Yep.
And
it's
let's
gonna
just see what
happen.
happens.
You're
You know?
going to get answers.
God will be present.
Rocky does incredible things.
Yeah, he does do that. He does do that.
Man. Good stuff. Okay, someone said favorite camp memory. That's a great one.
That's a really good one. I don't even know.
You guys respond to. Tell us your favorite camp memory.
Yeah.
Yes. Favorite camp memory.
I have one as a non-staff person. I'll say that one first.
Good.
So, kind of here's how my journey to be on Siggy's staff played out. So I actually got into contact with Sir Dustin Pierce around the summertime of 2016. And so, well, actually, it was more like the spring, because then he was like, hey, come to camp. We need help. You can lead 6th grade boys. And I was like, ooh, I don't know if I want this job that bad, you know? And so I did it. And I had a couple of boys in that group who are now on Team Yellow, who you hate. Those are my boys, and I love them. They're now sophomores. And I had the honor of leading 2 of them to the Lord in small group, and that was awesome. I loved that.
really
There's
makes
nothing better than leading a person to the Lord who doesn't know Jesus. That was really, really, really cool. So that was my non-staff favorite memory. I think as a staffer, my favorite memory was honestly just celebration last year in general.
Ella just said that. Celebration from last
Ella,
year.
you get it, Ella. You are so smart. Because I just being with you, obviously, because you're my brother. You're my brother. I'll go to war with you, brother. But that was fun. And then being with Leslie, and then of course Blake from Nashville.
Good.
And then I think you've seen all of the bloopers that we had, like with the dad jokes that we couldn't stop laughing at. Just doing all of that, I think, was just that whole process was my favorite memory. So that's me.
Ooh,
What do
yeah.
y'all think?
Someone said ziplining and late night worship.
Ooh, zipline was fun.
Annie said rave, but she got glow stick in her eye.
Ooh,
Wow.
I hope
was
you
your
can
eye like just
see.
neon like the entire rest of the
Oh my
week?
gosh.
That'd be kind of cool, actually.
Yeah,
You
so
know,
she
I mean, it'd
wake-
probably hurt like
until
all
she
get out, but it'd be
wakes
like
up with pink eye from glow stick
Well,
juice. Yeah.
if it was a pink glow stick, then doubly. So you know, ugh.
Man, I fulfilled my dream of crate stacking last year. I got 15.
You did. I saw
Good.
that. That was like actually one of the video submissions
Good.
for extra points. I don't think we give you points for it, but
Yeah,
it was impressive nonetheless, for
she had to
sure.
go to medical because I couldn't see the rest of the night.
Ooh, yeah, that makes sense.
you walk by faith and not by sight.
Oh,
sister.
good.
Monty, what is your favorite camp memory? What was it that we'll contain it to this last year?
I mean, celebration was really good last year. They had that like dunk tank, not dunk tank. What was it?
What do we call that?
or go.
No or go. That's it, dude.
Good.
Yes. Which I did that, and that was horrifying.
That looked
Yeah.
very scary, honestly.
Yeah. No, it was pretty high up.
Yeah,
So
I think one of mine was, I don't know if it was zip lining, but like where you went, it was like the baby zip line near the tree dorms. But anyways,
oh,
yeah.
there was a girl that got stuck on that last year.
Stop. You're not supposed to tell anybody that.
No, I
dude.
mean God
that
moved.
was a lawsuit, dude.
No, it wasn't. I was like, God moved. She got down. She was safe.
God.
No, but when,
It's like,
when
but
my,
things happen, you know.
when my group did it, I think it was shout out to Reese Louder. Someone
Yeah?
that kept doing it, and they kept going backwards and hitting the wrong.
They're like, That's why camp's so
Reese,
happening
turn
this
around.
year.
I can see Reese Louder doing that, honestly.
And joyfully too.
Like, I
she
mean
was
that
always stoked.
in absolute love.
Yeah.
I am not shocked by that one bit.
I think it was her, but no, doing it with the students was so much fun. Although I did have to go after the person who kept hitting the rocks.
So you were nervous.
I was very.
I don't blame you.
nervous.
Okay.
So,
Sketchy.
Yeah.
Man, great.
Did you give one?
I haven't yet. I'm still thinking. That's why I threw it on a Monet.
I get that.
If you're at camp, the first night we did Another in the Fire
Oh.
got me all kinds of just, especially when Tyler was explaining it,
Yes.
and then he got like choked up
Dude.
telling the stories about it. I was like,
Dude, there is something about seeing a grown man cry that makes you cry as well.
oh man,
Like I remember vividly, last year's Easter, there was that video of like they played that the resurrecting
Joe
King,
Russo.
and Joe Russo
Yes.
cried, and I was like, here we go, I'm gonna cry too.
Yes.
Because like Joe is like the ultimate, like you think of a
Macho
man,
man.
you think about Joe Russo.
Yeah.
And when Joe started crying, I was like, well, here we go, I'm gonna cry too, and I did, and it was beautiful.
and it happened, man.
Yeah.
I get it.
No, that was good when TD did that for sure.
Yeah, I like that. That was a good one. And then Celebration was fun. I think the all the videos were fun to make just because we were doing it with you guys in mind, and it was just a blast.
Yeah.
You know?
They were probably a lot more fun to make than they actually were for them to watch.
Yeah.
The end result.
I remember the
But-
first day, the one of where I did the magic trick and stole your wallet.
Yeah.
And everyone was like,
They're like,
Do I
"Okay,
laugh?
Do I clap?
do
And I'm
I
like,
laugh?
Hey, celebration.
I'm
That
like,
flopped.
Can you make eye contact with Chase after that?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It was just, that was fun. It was good stuff.
With the
Good
dad joke. I think that was the best part.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Okay.
Alyssa Espinoza said paintballing, and she loved the welts she got from it.
Ooh, that's commitment.
That is true commitment, Alyssa.
Producer, what is your favorite camp memory?
Ooh.
Do you have
The
one?
last time I went to camp was in 2015.
Okay.
Okay.
That's okay. That's okay.
I wasn't there for that one actually. That was pre-Chase. I was still in Houston, I think.
But I did go the year
Pre-Chase.
before, and we did the rave.
Ooh,
Got shut down. It was very fun as a student.
yes, dude. Yeah.
I don't know if
That's
this is
good.
appropriate, but I think it's kind of funny.
Okay.
This girl I was rooming with,
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
she laughed so hard she peed her pants.
Hey,
It
but that's
happens.
camp. You
And
know,
it was
it's camp.
probably the funniest thing.
It happens.
At camp.
Chase peed his
Super fun.
pants too, so
I peed my pants like
all the time. It's a regular deal.
last year at camp. You know, out of pure
I
excitement.
thought you were about to say like yesterday.
I don't think so, but
Yeah, it's close.
I mean, hey, it happens.
It happened.
It
yeah,
happens.
exactly.
Chelsea says the sock. Chase G knows. I know about the sock. I know about
Oh.
that. Can I tell that story, Chelsea? Just give me a thumbs up or down, or I don't want to like.
Send a heart.
Yeah, just give me some kind of reassurance to have permission, because it is a good story, but it's not my story to tell unless you say I can. So,
Uh-oh.
Mama
Here we go.
T's laughing because she knows the story too. She
There it
says,
is.
"Sure,
Go.
okay."
There it
So,
is.
on the car ride home from the senior trip this past February, Chelsea told the whole vehicle this story of her at camp. I think it was like a couple years ago. I don't know what year it was. I think it may have been like 2 or 3 years ago. But she was saying that her foot was hurting, and I had the same problem too, where like if your foot gets dry, it like starts to crack. You know what I mean? And it's like it creates like this little wound. It's like a scrape or a cut. And so what would happen was, her sock would like get inside the wound, and it would hurt to pull out, because you're kind of ripping out like flesh. And so what she did was, I forgot what they did, but it ended up the sock got stuck to her foot. And like she couldn't get it out, and then she had to eventually just rip the thing off, and then it really like hurt her to get it off. So did I butcher that story at all, or was that? They're saying no. I probably told that wrong.
Rumor has it she's still wearing that same sock.
Super glue, yeah. So she tried to like super glue the cut to heal it.
and then her
But then it got the sock stuck to it. That's what it was. So she super glued it, like the wound, and then her sock got stuck to it, and then she couldn't get the sock off. And so, hey, it's camp. Like things happen, and you roll with it. So, Anyway, good memories of me like at 10 o'clock at night, getting them home safely.
Yes.
And then I heard that story, and it just brought me joy at Chelsea's expense. So
That is so
Yeah.
sad. That
Yeah.
sounds very painful.
Is my phone back there?
Yes.
Can you toss it to me?
We had 2 people say that they love the song New
Watch
Song.
out. Watch out.
yeah,
That's
every
the thing.
single you can bring it over. You can walk over here. It's all good. They can see your face. You know.
Oh, we just we messed up the angle a little bit. We had one more deal, so let's see what we got.
One more deal. What?
I had a
Elizabeth, do we have
question.
anything on Facebook? Any responses? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Just making sure we weren't ignoring them.
Sweet.
Annie does want to know y'all's favorite camp shirt.
Okay, can I call us? I wasn't part of the team yet. Can I call us out on one of the shirts?
Sure.
Let's hear it. Yes.
You mean call
So-
like us out?
I don't know who made the shirt, but there is one shirt where Glorietta is spelled wrong.
Yeah, it was. That was 2016.
Was it with the bus?
It was the blue
Right?
one.
Was
the
the
blue
bus?
one.
Blue one,
They have 2 T's. It's like
Yes.
Glorietta
Okay.
kind of thing.
I don't think it has that effect on
That'd be
it, but-
3 T's, but like you get it. You know, it was like Glorietta.
Underrated camp shirt. The green one.
That was
is
a good
one of
one.
my favorites. I think the black one is underrated.
I liked last year's.
Last year's was good.
Last year's ripped.
I don't. Which one was the year before? Was that green?
So last year's Remember. Year before that was the green one.
Okay.
And then year before that was the black, like only the beginning.
That was 2017.
And then 16 was the Glorietta
Yeah.
shirt. And then I forgot what 15 was.
15 was the bus.
Yes.
14
okay. Yeah.
was what was 14? Gosh.
I don't remember.
What
I
was
wasn't
it?
here.
We're not moving on until we remember this because I'm going to stay up at night trying to remember.
That's rough.
Jeez.
So I think mine was the Remember. That's my favorite shirt.
Was it no, it wasn't the pocket. What was it? Because we had one year that had a pocket. It's like,
JC's saying this is
Graphic.
my camp shirt. Is that a shirt? This is my camp shirt. Is that what it said?
I think she's
I
right, and they
think
were all
so.
different colors.
Mama T
That's
gets
right.
it.
Yes,
I'm telling
JC.
y'all, she's the MVP
good.
of all the
Very
comments.
good.
She's on it. She's on it.
Yeah.
So okay.
So what else? What else passed? Let me think. There was there's something I was going to ask you guys. There are so many memories made at camp, but what is y'all's favorite memory? We're talking about that now. What are some other good camp memories?
My foot's asleep.
This is part of the mourning process. Is talking it out. You know.
Yeah.
Man.
Charlotte said, "Does anyone have them all?" That's a good. I mean,
That
does
is.
the current senior have all of their shirts from 6th grade on?
And she said if they had the last 5, they should get a prize.
I mean-
it's good.
Some swag.
Swag.
The box.
I have all the ones past the bus. shirt.
Challenge accepted, Charlotte from Chelsea and Mama T. Okay. Hey, if you can prove you have all 5,
Yep.
like holler at us.
Please.
And we have a whole lot of Glorietta swag
Some good stuff.
to give away.
Good that you'll get
Good
to have an
stuff.
entire
Really
year to
love.
wear. before
Yes,
you're
yes.
This could be
so we
great.
can definitely arrange that.
back. Yeah,
That's fair.
we can.
Okay,
Good.
cool.
Well, man, as weird as a time as this is,
It's
gonna
weird.
be great.
Yeah.
We're excited. God's still in control. I also have all the ones. Man, that was a total tangent moment. Did you see that? I'm like, man, guys, I totally have all the ones past the bus. I think I do. Yes. All right. If you have all of them, send us the pic, and we'll get you some goodies.
Yeah.
Some real good goodies.
Yep. Either like if you're on Instagram or like social media, just like take
Yeah.
a photo and like either tag Siggy
Yep.
Midland into it, or just text us directly if you want to do
Yes.
that. But yeah, we need some photo evidence, some photo proof.
do.
Because I know we want to like say we trust you, and I think deep down
It's
we
a tough
do.
world.
But
Yeah.
hey, this is reality, baby. You know, I want some evidence. you know?
Neil, what's up, dude?
Dude, I love that bro,
Man,
Neil Mejia.
I would. Man,
Just a quick shout out to Neil.
You know, he was one of our pizza prize winners.
He was.
We delivered it. We got to see him in his driveway. You know.
You want to say he was eager to see
Yes,
us
he was waiting at the door for us.
at the front door. We
And
pulled up to the house, and he was like waiting for us, and I almost started crying because I was like, I haven't seen you in like
I was like,
a month, and it was a sweet moment, and I was like, Neil, here's some pizza. You've earned this, bro.
and I was like,
I hope
"Take
you
your
enjoy
pizza.
it."
I
Yes.
want to hug you, but I can't.
Yes.
Take it.
So good. So good.
I mean, what a moment, you
Mhm.
know?
Go ahead, Monet.
I have a question on the shirt thing. Does it have to be their shirts only, or can they combine?
No, you need to have all
ooh.
5.
Yeah.
Personally,
Yeah. And
But
that's a
then-
great point because now I'm like, is this your shirt or are you trying to like pull a fast one? So now I'm like nervous.
There's no way to tell.
There's
you gotta
not.
go Scouts honor.
Yeah.
You know?
Deep down, we're at a church and God's
Yeah.
watching. God knows.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
He does.
Yeah.
So get us a picture. If you have a ton of shirts, you know.
Actually, we could
Let's
do
see
this.
'em.
We could just do this. And again, it's just not like a foolproof solution. But instead of like having it folded, have it like totally like, what's the word for like not folded? I don't know how you
like
say
on
that.
a hanger.
Yeah, that way, like you can kind of see, like, hey, you have like either a small and then like an XL. Like, yeah. I don't think you like
Ooh.
became like the Hulk in 1 year. You know, so
that was a dark year.
yeah. If it was me, maybe, you know, like, don't judge me. I had a lot of pizza that year, dude. Whatever. But like, I think if you go from like a,
I'm like, where are you getting pizza
This is
at
what I'm
camp?
saying. Monet is a saint because this is what happens in all of our meetings. Where she's like, "What are we talking about?" And we never know.
No.
But if you have it like, how about you just wear it? Is that better, or is that too much?
Get us a picture of your camp shirts.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
We will know. We have ways of finding out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we really don't. But like, you know, we'll just say that we do, and then, yeah. But
We'll figure it out.
Monet, that's a good question
We'll figure it
because
out.
now I don't know.
sorry,
answer to
I
that.
started
Yeah.
an issue.
Yeah, it's all good though.
I do have to say on the camp shirt thing, this may be cheating, but my favorite shirt is actually a fall retreat shirt.
Ooh, which one?
That salmon one that says design called gifted.
So is
That
that
was-
is that salmon or is that rusty red?
I consider it rust.
I mean, I'm really.
Because I
not
have
good
some
at
salmon
being a
pants
girl.
I get a lot of flack for.
I will fight whoever.
But they
gives
look
flack for
good.
their Salmon pants.
I think JC or Alexis called it grandpa pants. And I'm like, maybe. But like I'll be a cool granddad one day, you know? Like that's fine. Anyway, I don't know. But yeah, that's a good shirt.
Ella says that's her favorite too.
Because we had the fall retreat this year was the Rise Up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that
Because
was
the homie Truancy and Alex had that like sick song.
Little bop.
Yeah, dude, it did bop.
It was
I
good.
almost wonder if we should share it for Throwback Thursday.
Ooh,
Yeah, we need to.
We should. We could.
A
That's
lot
in,
of
that's in
people
2
are
days.
missing out on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Man, fall retreats could be really good too.
Yep. Yep.
But what else? Rusty orange. You know, man, as I'm squinting to read. How do you guys like
We
the
have
new
some
setup?
funny fall retreat. Okay, I remember the skunk from fall retreat.
Yeah,
Remember
was-
that? We were heroes, brother.
We got that thing in
We
the
trapped it
closet,
in the closet and it did not come out.
No, it
Actually, I
didn't.
think it climbed the stairs
and somehow
onto that overhang.
yeah.
And I was like,
roaming around.
if you turn your butt to us and spray us, I'm gonna be so upset.
Well,
But it
as-
didn't.
We have a
So-
minute 57 seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
Okay. So we'll stop
What a
talking.
bummer. Instagram, Facebook, we love you a lot. Seriously, don't be sad alone. Be sad with us.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Or just be
We're
happy with
feeling
us.
it. Yeah, or be
I
happy
mean,
with us.
We will make our absolute best effort to make this a very fun and
yeah.
memorable summer.
It's gonna be great.
It was look different, but it's still gonna rip either
Yeah.
way.
We're gonna
Yeah.
shave our eyebrows.
Yep.
And
Well, maybe
No.
or dye our
I'm not
eyebrows.
shaving my eyebrows.
It's gonna be May.
yeah,
I
but
don't
man,
JT baby, you know. Anyway, y'all also give Monet some love. I know you if you're
Absolutely.
clapping we can't hear, but like give like a heart or like a thumbs up for Monet. I think she made
What
the
a
show
champ.
1,000 times better than it normally is. Like not even close. So yeah, it was fun having Monty Monet here.
Monty Monet.
Look at all those hearts. Look at all
Oh!
those. That's for
Yes.
you, Monet. Very good. Very good. Well,
Look,
we
Neil
have
gives you a thumbs up.
Neil, and
Thank
that's like
you.
worth 1,000 hearts,
That is.
honestly. So,
Kennedy, you're late, girly.
Janaya, you too.
Janaya,
But it's
you're
all
late.
good. These, I think these save. You can go back and watch them. So, and Emily Bonnet. That's your new
No,
name.
It's Emily Bonet.
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 The Tampa mission trip group.
Yeah.
Shout out, best
Okay.
group ever. That was like you just had to be there in that car.
I get it.
So many memories.
I get it. All right, Siggy family. Well, we
love
have
you guys.
20 seconds left, so we're going to go ahead and sign off. But love you guys. We'll stay in touch. This will be the best summer ever. It's just look different, but it'll still rip. We love you guys.
Until then, tune in tomorrow night, 7 p.m.
Yes.
YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Wait to see Monet. Hop in a small group. 3 seconds left. Tune in with worship.
See you
Goodbye.
later.